get to the introductions.
So today was usual. Start off my day just teaching my kids, doing what I need to do with that. And then I had a couple of students this afternoon, so I was like, okay, gotta deal with that. And now
Yeah.
I'm just like, now my Friday is
Yeah.
looking.
Well, happy Friday. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time. You know, I'm Devora, and I came up with conversation with my cuties because I wanted to stay connected. I know we only met once, but I thought you were so sweet and you work so hard, and you're an educator and a strong Black woman. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to talk to you about how you were coping with the COVID, how your students are coping with it,
Mhm.
and how the educational transition is going on through this captivity. So first, thank you again, and introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda.
Boom.
I'm a Black educator. I am a private tutor. I have a blog. I have other businesses that I'm also part of.
Right.
And COVID is one of those real wake up calls for me. So I'm just like, okay,
Mm,
let's
okay.
try.
Yeah. Now that you got my attention, okay. So what does that mean to you? What does that mean? A wake up call?
Mm. So I tend to just like, I really push hard, push hard, push hard, push hard. And I
Right.
don't tend to take any time to rest. And I'm just like, okay,
Okay.
COVID really just put me in the house.
Yes. You're like, okay, now I'm sitting down. Hold on one second. Let me just stop that. As being a person, early rise for the kids, having to be prepared. Are you spending this time to give back to yourself, preparing you for what's next? Or are you still on that mind frame of go, 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 serve, serve, serve?
So it's really interesting because like with this whole thing, it's like, okay, so what do you want? Do you want
Right,
to rest? Do you want to keep pushing? Right.
right,
And it really just got to a point where I was like, you know what? If I'm given the opportunity to rest, I should take it.
right.
So I do my thing and I make sure all my kids are good. I'm very good at being like on time and very prepared. So that
Okay,
has allowed me time to just like sit,
right.
rest, read,
Yes,
get
yes.
things that I've been wanting to do and get it done. So I was like, okay.
Okay. Okay, so tell me about the things that are now going to start being done or on the process of bettering them. I'm sure that has to do with personal first and your businesses. So tell us about those things.
So my main thing with this little hiatus that I have now is
Yeah.
really just building my content, like getting involved in a whole bunch of things. Like I'm now a part of a blogging cohort and
Mm,
just really working on those things that I really enjoy doing. Like I
right,
don't make money blogging. I want to blog because that's what I want, right? So it's
right,
like, okay, you know, take that time, build my content, and get prepared in that aspect because I'm so used to okay, I need to make sure my lesson plan is done. All my things are prepped for my next day and all that stuff. And now it's like,
right,
okay, so what are you doing for you? Right.
right, exactly. And what are your blogs about?
So right now I'm running a fashion and lifestyle blog.
Okay,
And really just my journey through my closet because there's a lot of things with tags
okay.
on
Yes,
and putting it
yes.
together, making it into like a fun journey where I talk about what
Mhm.
was going through my mind as I put on those clothes.
Got
So
it.
I did a fashion show just before we all got into our houses. And I put on a dress that was made by Mobile Fashions.
Okay.
And I was doing my show. And I was just like, I'm tired. And I'm putting
Yes.
on a like surefire. Like I don't
Right,
have to worry about it. I put on some nude shoes and I'm very thankful to be able to have found nude shoes and
right.
all of those things like running through my mind. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, this is how I'm feeling right now. Let me vocalize that. I'm very
Right,
thankful I'm able to do
right.
that. I'm
Right.
very grateful that I
Right.
have the time to do that, the
Right.
wherewithal to do that. And then
Right.
I'm also aware that I'm tired.
Yes, yes. I don't have to do everything all at once. You know,
Exactly.
um, it takes a long time to cultivate a personal success.
Mhm.
I find that younger people are in a rush when all you have is time. So that's a very valuable point of view. In order for you to run anything, you have to be, first you got to be healthy, you got to be rested, you got to be feeding yourself in order to feed something else. So that's a very valuable point. So right now you're kind of slowing it down.
Mhm.
And when you say your students, are you doing Google education, or are you going into okay
So it's definitely Google education. So I work at a charter school, right?
okay
And it's been really interesting because we were the first ones to really get on this Google education. Like public school started like this past
okay
Monday and in session since last week.
got
And
it.
like putting all of these things together. Like for
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm a little bit more tech savvy. So I was like,
Right.
oh, okay, cool. Like post everything,
Right.
videos up. This is
Mm-hmm.
my time to
Yes, easy.
time easy. But a lot of my coworkers
Colleagues, yeah,
don't.
yeah.
A
Right.
lot of my colleagues are just like, I don't know how to get them to press the turn on button.
Yeah. Like, first of all, I don't know what to do. Okay.
So I'm just like, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna send
Right.
you a little email on the side of how you can do these
Yes,
things.
I'm gonna give you the word breakdown, like directions. Okay.
Like a
So
lot of
you're
other.
so you're so you're helping a lot of the other teachers get acclimated to the new process.
So it's like
Interesting.
very much a collective like push because at the end of the day, we're all in the same boat. Like I spoke to a
Yeah.
parent the other day, and
Yeah.
she's like, "I have to deal with my Google Classroom because I'm a public school teacher, and I need my child to be able to get in touch with you." And I'm
Yeah.
like, phone number, my email, like damn near
Right.
everything to be able to get in touch with me, and I'm also reaching out to you to be able to get to her. So it's like always that
Yeah.
push and pull for collectiveness that
Yes.
now
Collaboration. Yes. It's a must.
it's forced
Yes.
now.
Yes. 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 Oh my God. I mean, that's gonna build a beautiful bridge after this is all over with. People say fight in the word of sometimes it being such a bad thing, but this particular thing just bridges the gap between you're over here and I'm over here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let the teacher handle it. They can do it. Now moms can understand firsthand that it takes just so much love and so much collaboration.
Mm-hmm. Like, and it's funny because even my students that give me the hardest time,
No, who gave you the hardest time?
like I have quite a few of those boys that just want to like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm out here doing whatever, right? And I'm just like, now you're calling my phone saying you miss me. Like,
Yeah.
now mom is in charge. It's not me being nice
Yes.
and just giving it to you, spoon food in it. You gotta take charge and be able
Yes, you
to
got it.
stand up. So it's just
Right.
like, wow. Like a lot
Yes,
of
and that also helps you helps you understand how valuable you are.
yeah.
Oh my God,
Like
you're gonna go back in there like, first of all, I'm a trainer now. I need a pay grade. I need a pay raise. Okay, that's gonna be that's that's like magical in a sense, because people be like, I'll be like, it's all about love, people. We got to do it. Okay, so about your home life, how are you and your family coping with this, form of captivity?
so like for me and a couple of my family members, we're considered immunocompromised because diabetes runs in my family. So it's just like we're taking those extra steps, washing hands, sanitizing everything, making sure everywhere is clean, just to make
Right,
sure that we're good. And then the fact that, when we saw things getting out of control, we stocked up and we went to our
right,
local businesses to be able to do
Right.
that,
Right.
Walmart, Target, or whatever, to
Right.
really just kind of keep that money inside. And
Okay.
then
Okay. So you
just,
bought black. So
oh,
you bought.
black and
Okay. So
immigrant.
tell me about that. Where are you? Where do you live?
So I live in Queens, New York. There's quite
You
a
live
few
in
Queens,
East New York. Oh, Queens. Okay, Queens, New York. Okay.
and there's a lot of grocery stores that are immigrant owned, a lot of businesses that are immigrant owned and black owned that we go to, especially since
Okay.
we're African. My family's from Nigeria. We go to our
Okay.
Nigerian markets, really just to keep that money inside of
Money,
our.
yes, circulating in our community. That's very important.
So like even with like, oh, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna go on Uber Eats, like don't go to McDonald's, go to that black owned restaurant that
Yeah, yeah. Go to Joe Lofts. Go to somebody, that, needs that small business, boost, That's very valuable. I need to think about that a little bit more,
yeah, because like it's
myself.
like, if you're not thinking about the community that you're a part of,
Yeah.
especially in this time where people are just like, I don't want to stay inside, so I'm going outside.
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
turns into
Yes.
a whole other thing, It's really just like, think about the people that are around you. It's 7 degrees of separation. Someone that you
Literally.
know knows another person. And you need to be able to take care of your people at the end of it.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Wow. I think it's a positive thing all in all. I think it's a bit scary not knowing the outcome and not knowing the duration of staying to yourself. Me personally, I don't have a problem with it. I wanted to again come up with something other than, doing some cooking or, selling my jewelry or something online. I wanted to be authentic and kind of like thought provoking in a sense. And we can also always look back at this, when it's 5 years down the line and come back like, oh, I said that. Maybe I need to get back on my team, So it's so many reasons I wanted to do this. So I appreciate you giving me your time. Um,
I
is there any?
appreciate you, honest.
Yes. Oh my God. So yeah, I did you go to the? So we met at the Mother's Ball, right?
Yes.
We volunteered for the Mother's Ball. I went Saturday, but I didn't go Sunday. Did you go on Sunday?
I didn't go on Sunday, but I heard there was a lot of hoopla.
Yes,
But
I heard it was a lot of action on Sunday. I'm glad I sat that one out, but I'm glad I'm glad we met because maybe we can collaborate or do something down the line. When this thing breaks, I'm gonna probably have a little get together or something. So I'll be reaching out to you. We'll stay connected and once I upload your vid, I will send you the link and continue to dig deep, baby. Okay. And I'm here if you need me. Okay. I'm not far from Queens. If anything,
vice
reach out
versa.
to me. Okay.
But thank you so much for just like having these conversations because I was looking through all of your like posts so
Mm-hmm.
far. And I'm just like, yo, I love the fact that we're just getting together in a way that is just different and new.
Right.
Especially since like this whole situation is different and is very
Right.
new. This isn't our first pandemic, but this is the first one in our lives that we're just like, oh,
Like what?
hmm.
Like who would have thought in a million years? Like literally.
Honestly. And a lot of people are just like shook. Like, and
Right.
there's a lot of people struggling that are just like, I don't know what to do next. Like,
Yes.
and eye-opening and really encouraging that a lot of people are really looking to band together as
Right.
compared to like, I gotta survive for myself. I'm gonna have to make.
Exactly. Look, survival of the fittest as an individual, every conversation sparks another interest or, something that you can think about. Um, so just thinking about how else can I contribute to my own life? I'm sure if this didn't happen, we wouldn't be talking right now. You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? I wouldn't have your point of view. We wouldn't be able to build something other than a first meet, or
Mhm.
and I want to shit, you want to be known for something. You never know how things are going to turn out. You know what
That's
I'm saying? Shit, this could be big as the stars. So you never know, baby. You may be famous.
one of my colleagues, we were having a conversation, and we were just talking about how scary that this thing is just like literally being portrayed. And I
Right.
was like, listen, if the trumpets sound right now, like I'm packed up and ready to go.
Yes, my bunker. I'm gonna be moving downstairs in a minute, okay? Listen. But what's crazy? I've always thought about something like this, like being prepared. You just never know, but it's been on my mind for at least 20 years. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what form something is going to happen, but we've had a lot of firsts in our generations. I'm a little older than you, but we've seen a lot of crap. You know what I'm saying? So and now we're not even hardly surprised. We like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, another one.
And it's so interesting. Like, it may be for me because like I'm just that personality where I just like I take the punches as they come. I make my moves as they come. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, like I only have $15,000 in savings. And everyone else is like, I just lost my job. And I'm just like in the middle where like, okay, we have a lot of things happening at the same time.
Right.
Which one do you prioritize?
Exactly.
Which person are you gonna take their phone call and be like, yeah, like this is what's going on with me? Or are you just gonna cut off that? There's a lot of choices being made.
Right, that's very true. I guess it depends on the mind, and where you stood before, you could die. Because it's like literally, if you think about the grand scheme of this whole thing, in 10 days, a conversation with Cuties could be over. You never fucking know. So it's that huge, huge, huge reality. Even though you're thinking periodically, how do I survive? Do I have enough? Am I on the right path? And all these things. But that's like you're zooming at rapid speed at this time when it's just so critical. So me personally, I mean, shit, if worldly speaking, I'm totally unprepared. You know what I'm saying? Like speaking as if we had to get out and start a new life, I'm gonna be fucking starting the fire. Like I'm gonna have to do everything from scratch. I don't have millions of dollars to be in any class. So it's a huge realization. It's a huge, huge realization to put you on whatever path you're supposed to be on. I mean, because it all comes from God, in all actuality. All of these, whether it's the news that you're hearing bombarded with, which I'm in a bubble, so I'm not hearing that. Trump is an absolute praised individual, okay? I'm not. I'm healthcare, aviation, education, this and this and that. Shit, none of that shit really matters.
Like
it's really about
educator, and I'm just like, it's been bullshit this whole time. Because like a lot of people will be like, oh, you have to come into work, you have to see these kids, you have to do this, you have to do that. And like me in particular, like public school teachers get a lot more days off than I do.
Yes.
And it's okay, if I were to get sick right now, would I be able to have those days to be able to take off? No. Would I be able to be saying like I get paid enough to be able to be good for the next 3 months? No. And it's just like I'm very aware of like all of those
things, yes, the pros and the freaking cons. Yeah. When I first got out of undergrad, I couldn't find a job at all. Right? Maybe 7 years later, 6 years later, I was like, shit, I'm in North Carolina. I'm gonna go back to New York, apply for some stuff. I got a job at the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence. Boom. Stayed there for about 7 years, but 5 years down the line, I started the company like literally at the same time. So 5 years down the line, I'm like, want to throw my hands in. But one day I realized I can't even buy a juicy ass steak.
Come on.
Like that was the moment in 2012 I realized like this shit is not worth a damn. You understand? I'm giving everything to something else, but I don't even have enough money to eat dinner. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That was the moment I said, oh, I always knew I was an entrepreneur. That's the moment I said, okay, this is it. I'm not going to let the society dictate my being, my purpose, and we spend years figuring that out, what's next? What are we doing? Where are we going? And you
Mm-hmm.
can't do that when you're bogged down by somebody else's vision, somebody else's dream. And and it's not the ideal life for some. You know what I'm saying? I'm a creative, so I take it as it comes. You know what I'm saying? But I would not want to be doing anything else.
Yeah. Like even for me, I'm just like in that place. Like I graduated recently, graduated in 2018 with my master's, and it was just like, okay, what do I want to do now, right?
So you got your master's in early childhood education?
No, I actually got my master's in chemistry.
In chemistry.
Yeah. So I
So
got my
you're a
master's.
scientist.
Hmm.
Interesting.
So when
So
I decided,
why are you teaching?
so I've always known that I've been called to service, right? And when I've done like my research and stuff like that, you're very isolated. You don't see those like real life effects for a long time. So I was
Right.
like, okay, I understand that this is not for me. Let me find something that's more service oriented to
Okay.
get in.
Right.
So I went to education. I started off in the private sector at a private school.
Right.
And I really saw that a lot of people that looked like me were not in the same position as me.
Mm,
And a
mm.
lot of was really weighing on my mind. And it was like I had a lot of free time to do what I wanted to do because private school has a whole different set of rules. But I was
Interesting.
not reaching the people that I wanted to be of service to.
Of course. Of course. It's a barrier there.
Mm-hmm. So as
Yeah.
soon as I moved into the charter school like world, I was like, okay, I'm now reaching the people that I want to be in service to, but am
Right.
I being effective?
Mm, mm.
So
It's
like a
oh, you
lot
see
of
how when you meet one goal, it's always the next one that
it,
follows. Okay, go ahead.
exactly. So now
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I'm moving into my home. I'm learning how to be effective with these kids that I'm like, again, a whole different generation from. And I'm just like, okay, now I'm learning how to be effective. What is my next move? And then this whole situation happened. So I was like,
Mm,
now I get
mm.
to be able to like, okay, my work days are crazy. I don't have
Right.
enough time to really replenish myself to continue
Right.
to pour into others. Here is
Exactly.
my bill. Here is
Yes.
my
Yes. Yes. This is, we work pretty much every day. That's a valuable point. When I think about this pandemic, I think about women like you when you say you don't have enough time to replenish yourself to continuously every day to give more. Oh, way more than you ever thought, into other people's human beings. So just that in itself is so, it's like, we do wondrous things every day. I came up with this slogan, I'm a Wonder Woman, we're Wonder Women, because we do these things every day with no freaking thought.
yeah,
It's just nothing. You look flawless right now. You don't have bags. There is nothing of imperfection going on, but you're still striving for greatness. You know what I'm saying? That's just so deep. Okay.
I'm deep like you, sis. I'm deep and make sure,
That's
you know.
right. That's right. That's right. That's absolutely right. And you are, what's your sign?
So I'm a Scorpio, but according to people, I don't act like a normal Scorpio, whatever
Scorpio.
that means.
Yeah, because they say Scorpios are sluts, and I don't get that vibe from you at all. That's exactly why they say that. They're like, "Oh, you are." I was thinking something more like a Taurus or something like that. But
But
no,
yeah,
yes, no, continue to stay blessed and continue, to bless others, and we'll catch up in about a week.
yes,
Okay, we'll catch up
yes.
next Friday to see if you are more centered or more insane.
trying to introduce something to be more centered, more
Yes.
centered.
Yes, more centered, more sleep, more snacks, more love, more sex. You know, it's all of those things, and I think we desperately needed that. So I think
Mhm.
it's gonna be good for all of us. I mean, it is good so far for all of us. Unless I call you next week and you got the COVID, a couple of people that I know have it, and it's no joke. You know, I'm not even want to say it like that, but it's this is some real shit. So like I said, stay blessed, okay?
And you too, sis. Like, take
Thank
care
you.
of yourself. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself, your businesses, putting everything in a line and knowing what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, we came into this world by ourselves, one by one, even if you was a twin, you know?
Right,
We
right,
have to take care of ourselves, our center first, before we
right,
can be like, I'm gonna now give. I'm
right,
not gonna
right.
build. I'm not gonna do all this stuff. And that's what this whole time is really teaching us.
Yes, I appreciate that. I agree with that. And I'm definitely on the same wave. So once I stop this, you already got your flyer. I'm going to work on uploading it by tonight. So I'll send you your link. And you know, once it goes live, I'll share it with the world. And as I create like little you know, creative content for it that involves you, I'll send it to you, okay?
Of course. And
Yes.
I will share, like, subscribe, post.
Yes, yes. And share with your friends. If you wanna, maybe you wanna pick up this concept for the teachers, you know what I'm saying? Do something like that. That would be, that would be great. You know, maybe it'll feed something, or something like that. So we'll definitely be in touch though.
Definitely. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. You
You're
the
welcome.
innovator you
Yeah.
are. And have a conversation with me.
Yes, thank you. Mwah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Boom.